Hi all, it's Rach from Spiritual and Angelic Guidance. I'm here to do a reading for Capricorn. Now this will be for November 2021. If you've seen my readings before, welcome back. Thanks for the support. If you haven't, welcome to my channel. I hope it resonates. If it does, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Don't forget, it's a general reading. It is not going to suit every single person out there, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also, time can be fluid, energy can be vice versa, so keep that in mind. Okay, Capricorn, what's going on with you? Okay, one more card. Okay. Okay, we'll stop there. All right, so it looks like you need to be able to communicate clearly, and I mean in a healthy manner, not in an unhealthy manner. So instead of being argumentative and angry and aggressive, and you need to be able to actually communicate very clearly, and I guess respectfully to each other. You might get some wise advice. It can also be that either somebody's in an unemotional relationship or they're being emotionally unavailable. With the King of Swords, now this is somebody who has clarity and they have high standards. They're normally a great communicator, so I feel like they're very truthful as well. But somebody is not, whether that's them and this is you or vice versa, but somebody's not standing up for themselves with the Seven of Wands in reverse. It's made them feel exhausted and burnt out. But I feel like it's because this situation probably is a burden. They feel like they're the one putting in all the hard work. They're exhausted, they're in pain, they feel oppressed. So, you know, I feel like you're not standing up for yourself at all. You're kind of keeping everything inside. And maybe that comes back to you not having self-confidence. Maybe you need to choose your battles wisely, but I feel like, you know, make sure you do stand up and defend yourself. Now, there was a situation it definitely involved your love life. I feel like you met somebody and you made choices from the heart to give this person a shot. But I also feel like this didn't or won't fulfill your wishes. Or this came after a period where it didn't fulfill your wishes. At the same time, you didn't want to leave the past behind. With the Four, this is not having a firm foundation either with the Four of Wands. This is about, can mean conflict with other people. It can mean you having some inner harmony. But I feel like there was a situation where you didn't want to leave the past behind. You feel like your dreams haven't, you know, been fulfilled. And that could involve your love life. Now, I feel like somebody's got choices. You thought you were going to get old with somebody. And you know, you've got some nostalgia as well, but also feel like you need to forgive this person from your past. You know, it caused some disappointment. And there were many choices. There were choices that people, you know, somebody could have taken. Now, I feel like somebody could have had addictions. They needed to make a choice. I feel like they needed to get clarity on what they wanted to do and move forward. Felt like they had too many options. Now, then you definitely need to do some sort of self-healing. The Hangman in reverse, I mean, you're stalling, you're resisting the change, you're indecisive, you know, so I feel like you probably definitely need to do some self-healing work, which is what I've said before. You felt like you withdrew after this situation, and also it could have been you felt very lonely as well. But there's definitely been some sort of, even with the Lovers card, there's definitely the Lovers and the Ace of Cups. This is definitely some sort of new love. It could mean somebody with the same expectations, the same values as you. But yeah, it could start as a romantic, you know, a deep friendship and turn into a romantic relationship. But yeah, I feel like your health is better, you're recovering from an illness, you know, you're making choices from your heart, like I said, and it could be about this new relationship as well. I feel like though you could have met at work, or there was something to do with work, whether you work for yourself or whether you work somewhere else and you meet this person. Yeah, I feel like there's something to do with work. Okay, so you've got on the table, you've got the Seven of Swords, you've got the Queen of Cups in reverse, you've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, you've got the Four of Swords, the Three of Swords, and you've also got the Knight of Cups. Now, we'll start with the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is about somebody being dishonest. Now, somebody could have stole from you, somebody could have been dishonest, betrayed you, you know, any kind of sly, sneaky behavior. Like, they know what they're doing. This guy here knows he's stealing your swords. He knows what he's doing is wrong, but he's out of there. He's taken off with your, you know, with your swords. So take caution and be aware of other people's actions, but also make sure you don't lose your personal freedom. You might go through some sort of material loss, but also make sure you're being honest with yourself. Like, if it's not something you want, then be honest about it. If it is, then be honest about it. You know, be honest about whatever with yourself. So I feel like this, for some of you, this could be, there is no chance of a reconciliation. But also I feel like, you know, we're always our worst inner critics, and, you know, you also could be doubting yourself. So, you know, maybe you're doubting yourself in a situation. Maybe you get some intuitive feelings about somebody and you're doubting yourself. Maybe you're not seeing the truth in a situation, that somebody is being dishonest. It could be that as well. Now, I feel like there was something that left you out in the cold, and you felt like a victim. You felt like you have material lack. You felt like you had ill health. You felt like, you know, you felt like you were lonely. You felt like abandoned. Like I said, this person just left you. Yeah, somebody walked away. Somebody left this situation. It caused you emotional loss. Definitely caused you an emotional loss. But I feel like, you know, you've now got some clarity. You're now having a fresh start. I mean, the universe is also beginnings and like endings and beginnings, new beginnings. So I feel like you're definitely having some sort of new beginning. You're also seeing the truth, you know, as well. Focusing on more your material resources, your, you know, the truth is coming out, or you've got some sort of truth. I feel like, you know, this is like the karma card as well. So as long as you're a good person, you do good, you'll get good. It's also, you could have had some sort of legal action. But yeah, everything we do, we, you know, cause and effect. I feel like you're forgiving this person that caused you heartbreak, like you're moving on from the heartbreak. And also, I feel like though you still need to do some sort of self-healing with the Tower in reverse. I feel like because, I mean, you tried to avert some sort of disaster, and whether it worked or didn't work, normally if the universe, steps in, but I feel like you do need to do some self-healing. Even though you're moving on from the heartbreak, you still need to do some sort of self-healing. Yeah, I mean, it left you feeling, burnt out, exhausted. As I said, you're dealing with somebody who was like the devil energy. They had addictions. They could have just been toxic thinking. It could have been an unhealthy mindset. It could have been, a load of different things. But the whole situation just left you feeling exhausted and burnt out. Yeah. Like, if you need help, reach out and ask. It's also, as I said, you do good, you give to people, you'll get back. All right, second, you have the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Now, with the Queen of Cups, this is self-love. I mean, in reverse, it's about self-love. You could have been emotionally manipulated, but I feel like you're codependent. So you're used to being with somebody, you're used to having somebody with you. Maybe you're needy. But yeah, I feel like you now need to look after yourself. You've been through a tough situation and now you're just looking after yourself. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, this is like, it's all upright. It's all about learning, going back to school, that kind of thing. And, maybe doing a course, that kind of thing. But I feel like in the situation that you now are focusing on yourself, maybe you need to focus on earning money. Maybe you're not so great with money. Maybe it's that you need to, it's hard to learn from a situation when you're not in control. And for some of you, I feel like you're not. You weren't in control of this situation. I feel like you, it's hard to learn from something like that, except for all you can do is be there for people, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like you can't really, I feel like though you're changing your focus, because upright it's all about, in reverse it's normally about being too focused on something. And I feel like you were too focused on this situation, and that's why now you're caring for yourself. Yeah, I feel like you didn't want to move on, but I feel like you still don't want to. I mean, you do, but you don't. I feel like I don't know why I feel like that. It feels like there's unfinished business with you and this other person. Like there wasn't any kind of closure. I don't feel like you got any kind of closure. Like there could have been, I mean, obviously if this other person was in control of themselves, there's nothing you can do to change that. So, yeah. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. The only way to say it is I just feel like you didn't get closure. I don't feel like you got closure in a situation that made, like if you had closure, like maybe you're not talking to this person. I think I've said that in numerous readings, and in this reading I did say you're not in communication. So if you're not in communication with this person, then I feel like, will you get closure? Can you get closure? Have you got closure? Maybe you need closure. Yeah. And maybe because now you need to deal with yourself, maybe you need to now work on getting that closure. There's obstacles though to you getting that. There's obstacles to you getting your closure. But I feel like you are going to have a new beginning and it's going to give you hope again. Trust your intuition about this person, about this situation as well. But you are going to have a fresh start. Yeah, you're being a free spirit. You're, getting excited about life again. And, being brave, you're getting back out there. You have limitless potential, so just know that. And 10 of Wands in reverse. I mean, you need to release a situation where you were doing everything. It just felt like a burden. Or, as I said, maybe this is me telling you that this person felt like a burden. And they wanted you to be a free spirit. They wanted you to experience life and enjoy life again. Like even in the picture, it's getting my attention because the cat's over here and it's like the cat and the person, they're like saying goodbye to each other. Like, the cat's, this person's leaving the cat and or the cat's leaving this person, whatever, and saying, I want you to go and experience life without me. Or I know you need to. Because, in the end, whatever the situation was a burden. And they want you to have a new beginning and have hope again. But somebody is like, I feel like the card's about teamwork upright, but I feel like in this situation, it feels like either you feel like this person left you alone or that was their only concern, because it's all about worried about what other people think. But I think it's more that they're worried that you're going to be alone. Because down at reverse, it can also mean about working alone. And I feel like this person is, if this is all about how this person feels, I feel like they're thinking that they're worried about you being alone. Because you don't have, for a lot of you, a lot of support. Or they're worried about. There could also have been 3 other people involved. Whether you got 3 kids, 3 friends, 3. Something to do with 3. And I mean, this situation left you a lot of sadness. And as I said, you're now letting go of the past. You've had some personal growth that comes from those challenges. You're healing any misunderstandings. I mean, your sadness is going to heal with time. But I feel like you've done a lot of contemplation. You're doing a lot of recuperation after whatever this was. You felt mentally exhausted. If you needed more time to make decisions, do that. If you need to rest or take a vacation, do that. But I feel like, yeah, you're definitely resting, recuperating, maybe even meditating. You have some, you do have some inner fears, obviously, due to this other situation, your past. But I feel like it can also be you felt like you had a lack of direction after this sadness period. It was like you felt exhausted, you rested, but like, where do I go from here? Because I'm by myself now. And it's funny, you got two aces, and I feel like, because you got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords, and they're both in reverse. And then with your Great Sadness card, so, you know, aces are about opportunities and new beginnings. There was that. There's not that. There's definitely obstacles. There's definitely you getting your own power back. You're definitely got some inner clarity. But as I said, there is no fresh start with this person. Yeah. You could have seen that this person lied to you. You could have seen it as that. This person was being deceptive, like the Seven of Swords, you know. But maybe that was for a reason. Maybe they had addictions or something like that. But I feel like keep focusing on your self-worth, your self-love. Reestablish who you are again as a person, because I feel like when we're in relationships, sometimes you lose who you are. So, you know, maybe you just need to reestablish who you are again. And you've got the Ace of Pentacles as well. So 3 aces, but this is like a fresh start. This is now you focusing on your career, focusing on making money, blossoming new love. It can mean pleasure, happiness, you know. And I mean, there's definitely choices as well. Like with the 7 of Cups, it's like somebody was indecisive. They had wishful thinking, you know, there was confusion, there was illusions. Like maybe this person put on an illusion that everything was okay. But as I said, there was definitely some ending, and it made you feel like you have this victim mentality. It made you feel like you're abandoned, you're left out in the cold, like in the picture. But I feel like there's going to be, as I said, somebody new coming in. It's going to be like Prince Charming coming in. They can be a bit flirty. They can be romantic, a bit fickle. But there might be somebody giving, and somebody taking. There's a lack of balance in the relationship. So, but maybe you can both talk about things that, you know, you talk very well, communicate very well. But just watch the balance in the relationship. Okay, tell me more for Capricorn. Yeah, you need to do some self-healing. I feel like somebody could have felt like, I mean, there may be lack of communication with this person that I talked about before. Somebody's still resisting a bit of a change. It could mean miscommunication, frustration. But I feel like also things are going slow. That's like, I feel like with this new person, this Prince Charming, I feel like you need to do some self-healing. I feel like things are going to go slow. That's what I feel like. Things are going quite slow. But you've got the three of, and maybe you start out as friends. Maybe, you know, you start out as friends and it turns into something. You might have some sort of circle of support. Maybe they become like your circle of support. It could mean that you have some sort of celebration. Maybe you meet this person at some sort of celebration for some of you. But I feel like with the Destiny card, some of you are still, as I said, resisting the change. You feel like it's... you might have had some bad luck, or I feel like you need to break the cycle. You need to make sure you trust your intuition. I feel like there might be... there's a lot of nostalgia going on, you know, thinking back about the past. You know, you had a broken relationship that, you know, maybe you look at like a waste, but it wasn't. Also, there could have been arguments. And I feel like I don't know if you need to work on your self-confidence. You repressed everything, that's for sure. You need to not repress things as well. Like, I feel like you repress a lot of how you feel. You try to avoid conflict, but like, you need to now speak up. You need to, if you think something, say it. You don't want to start repressing stuff, because eventually it affects your health, it affects your stress levels, you know, it affects you in some way. You find somebody very attractive, they find you attractive, something like that. Focus, as I said, you may meet somebody at work, like finances and career and flirt and chemistry, like, and stay optimistic about your love life. Like, I feel like that you're possibly going to meet someone at work or something to do with your finances, and it's going to happen very soon if it hasn't already. That part could have already happened for some of you. Yeah, someone's going to initiate something. You fear that someone's not going to do the right thing by you. Keep your boundaries up. There are challenges. Some of you may reconcile with this other person. Others, it's more of a memory. I feel like you have had some wisdom about this situation. Yeah, you need to protect your heart again. I feel like you want to and need to protect your heart. the relationship is over. Have faith, love is coming. There will be some surprise invitation or meeting. You keep replaying events over in your head. You feel like you're not enough. You feel like you have lack of confidence, like I said. But you were left heartbroken or have been left heartbroken. You're grieving, you're mourning still. Yeah, you don't really feel happy in yourself. I don't feel like you're showing your true feelings, or someone's not really showing their true feelings. But yeah, I feel like you're thinking back about the past. Seek partners whose core values are the same as your own. For those of you that are talking to people online, be careful it's not a fake profile. It could be a liar, a scammer, something like that, creeper. Physical intimacy, make sure it could be up for discussion, that topic. So make sure you choose and you choose to do it for the right reasons. Yeah, you're still holding on to the baggage from this past relationship. It could have been a karmic relationship. Also, it's more about learning and you possibly having resentment or triggers because of something that happened in the past. Be aware of dating patterns. You need to learn from it so you can transcend. As I said, you have had some sort of breakup, and I don't feel like you're talking to this person. You feel abandoned. You have to be healed to attract healed, so make sure you work on yourself, and you are going to meet somebody new. Alright, that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope that resonates. If it does, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I will catch you with the next read. Thanks so much for watching. Okay, bye.